Hollywood's oldest feud is still alive, and Lisa Raye is not letting Nicole Murphy forget what she did. 15 years later, and Lisa Raye is still calling Nicole Murphy a homewrecker. Why is she holding on so tight? What happens when the woman you trusted crosses the line with your husband? Lisa Raye knows that pain too well. This was supposed to be old news. But every time Nicole's name is mentioned, the fire starts all over again. Nicole Murphy says she didn't ruin any marriage. Lisa Raye says she's lying. Someone is not telling the truth. Imagine opening your home to a friend and then finding out she was sneaking around with your husband. That's Lisa Raye's story. This drama refuses to die. And the reason will shock you. Nicole Murphy calls it a moment. Lisa Raye calls it betrayal. What do you call it? Some people move on. Some wounds never heal. And Lisa Raye isn't done talking. Who's the villain here, Nicole Murphy or Lisa Raye's grudges? Let's break this down. Can you believe Lisa Raye is still calling Nicole Murphy a homewrecker? Yes, even after all these years, almost decades, she still brings up that alleged affair between Nicole and her ex-husband, Michael. And people are divided about it. Some say Lisa needs to let it go because she has also been accused of messing with married men, like NBA star Gary Payton. Others feel like she's being a bit hypocritical, the pot calling the kettle black. But every time this topic comes up, Lisa doesn't just repeat the same story. She adds a new jab, a fresh insult, or a reminder that she has absolutely not forgiven Nicole. Some fans clap for her honesty, others say she's just holding on to bitterness. Back in 2019, TMZ stopped Lisa Raye outside and asked her straight up about the rumors everyone had been whispering about for years, the alleged affair between Nicole Murphy and her ex-husband. And Lisa did not hold back. No hesitation. No soft answers. She came with the truth as she sees it. She said yes, Nicole absolutely crossed the line with her man. Lisa tried to be classy about it at first. She acknowledged that people mess up. We're human, right? But she said what made this sting so much deeper was the connection. This wasn't some random woman with no ties to her world. Nicole wasn't a stranger sneaking around in the dark. She was someone who had been close to the family, someone who had stood in her home, partied with her, and smiled in her face. So when TMZ pushed for more details, Lisa made sure the message was loud and clear. Nicole didn't have to be officially labeled a homewrecker to do the kind of dirty that wrecks homes. And if you thought that was all, Lisa wasn't done. She even told a story that showed just how bold the situation allegedly got. Once, Nicole tried to greet her, waving like everything was peachy and forgiven. Lisa said she literally looked around like, who is she waving at? Not me. Then she marched herself right up to Nicole and said, "Oh, did you call me over here? Well, here I am." That moment alone could have been a whole movie scene. But then things got even more chaotic when Nicole found herself tangled in another scandal, the Antoine Fuqua situation. If you remember, Antoine was married to actress Lela Rochon at the time, and suddenly paparazzi photos pop up showing Nicole and Antoine kissing in Italy, not once, but multiple times. The internet nearly exploded. Antoine claimed he was there for a film festival. Nicole said she just happened to be in Italy on business too, just a coincidence, right? But when photos surfaced, talking, sitting close, kissing, the excuses weren't cutting it. Nicole tried to say they were just friends, but almost nobody believed that. Then came her appearance on the Wendy Williams show. Nicole walked in trying to downplay everything, telling the audience to do their research. But Wendy? Oh, Wendy had done her homework twice. She came with printed pictures, receipts, and more. Wendy pressed Nicole hard, especially about the fact that she was reportedly a friend of the Fuqua family. It was uncomfortable to watch. Nicole tried responding, saying the kiss was just a moment. But the more she talked, the more the audience squirmed. One statement slipped out that made the situation even worse. She said she didn't break up Lisa Raye's marriage and that she never did anything to destroy anyone's home, claiming Lisa's ex-husband himself released a statement saying it wasn't true. And that's where Lisa said, "Oh no, ma'am." Because according to Lisa, Nicole tried to play a word game on national television. Lisa later fired back on the Ricky Smiley morning show saying, "I never said you broke up my marriage. That's not what came out of my mouth. What I said is, you crossed the line with my husband. Don't twist my words." Lisa said if Nicole believed she was lying, then she should say it to her face, woman to woman, the same way Lisa confronted her before. And it didn't sound like an invitation for coffee and conversation. It sounded like, "We can settle this anytime you're ready." Lisa tried to claim she was done talking about it, that she wanted the topic put to rest, but clearly, that wasn't the end. Because in 2020, she mentioned it again. and again in later interviews. Every time Nicole's name pops up, that anger rises right back up with it. Lisa says what pushed her over the edge was Nicole basically calling her a liar in front of the world, after the two had already talked privately. Lisa said, "Don't make me pull out the receipts. I don't want beef, but if you keep speaking on me, I can, and I will prove exactly what happened." That's when she dropped another bombshell. Her ex-husband eventually confessed to her that he and Nicole had indeed slept together, not once, but multiple times. According to Lisa, that truth helped explain why their marriage fell apart in 2008. And for Lisa, that betrayal didn't just hurt. It lingered. Because Nicole wasn't just anyone. She was a woman Lisa brought into her circle, someone she once considered a friend. Her mom even warned her about Nicole at her bachelorette party. But Lisa didn't want to believe it. She had to learn the hard way. So now, every time Lisa speaks about it, people are split. Some say she needs to finally let it go because the bitterness is starting to show. They ask, "Girl, are we still talking about this in 2025? Others argue she has every right to still feel hurt. You don't just forget something like that. Betrayal from a friend leaves the deepest scar. And honestly, there's no simple answer. Maybe Lisa isn't stuck in the past. Maybe she's just tired of people pretending her feelings don't matter. Maybe she never got the apology she needed. So here we are, still talking about it. Still debating who's wrong, who's right, and whether the story will ever be finished. What do you think? Is Lisa dragging this too long, or is she justified for still speaking on a wound that never fully healed? Sound off below. We need to talk about this. Backhand index pointing down fire. Lisa even told a story about Nicole trying to greet her one day like everything was cool. Nicole waved at her, acting friendly, and Lisa said she looked around like, "Who is she waving at? It's not me." Then Lisa walked right up to her and said, "Oh, did you call me over? Well, here I am." And that wasn't the only drama Nicole Murphy found herself in. People still remember the explosive moment she was caught kissing director Antoine Fuqua, who at the time was very much married to actress Lila Rashawn. It wasn't some blurry rumor or anonymous source whisper. Oh no, paparazzi got crystal clear photos of Nicole and Antoine lip-locked in Italy. And not just a peck. Multiple kisses. Different angles. Receipts everywhere. Antoine was reportedly in Italy for a film festival. Nicole claimed she was there on her own business. But the internet immediately side-eyed the situation like, "Business? That looks like boyfriend business." The photos spread like wildfire online. Fans were shocked. Hollywood was buzzing. And poor Lila Rashawn suddenly had her name trending for all the wrong reasons, without even doing anything. Nicole tried to control the damage. She allegedly put out a statement saying they were just friends. But considering the undeniable camera angles, most people were like, "Friends don't kiss like they're auditioning for a romance movie." Then came her appearance on the Wendy Williams show, which honestly only made things worse. Nicole walked in trying to be calm, collected, and innocent. She told viewers to do their research as if the internet didn't already have the screenshots saved. But Wendy Williams? She was prepared. She came with files, with photos, with the cold hard evidence ready to hit the table like Exhibit A and Exhibit B. And Wendy asked one very important question: if Nicole was a family friend. Why was she kissing somebody's husband in Italy? Shook isn't even the word. Nicole looked caught off guard, like she thought this interview would go very differently. Still, she tried to downplay it, calling the kisses a moment. Just a little emotional slip-up that got blown out of proportion. But viewers weren't buying it. Neither was Wendy. And just when the situation was already messy enough, Nicole said she didn't break up Lisa Raye's marriage either, insisting that the rumors connecting her to Lisa's ex-husband Michael Missick were absolutely false. She even pointed out that Lisa's ex once released a statement denying everything. On paper, that might have sounded like a solid defense. But what happened instead? Fire. It reignited the fire with Lisa Raye. Fire. Because to Lisa, Nicole wasn't just denying the rumor, she was calling Lisa a liar. And that did not sit well. Lisa later said, "Don't twist the story and make me look crazy." And that is the exact moment this entire feud came roaring back to life. From Lisa's side, this wasn't just about a cheating scandal. It was about respect, or the lack of it. It was about betrayal from someone she once welcomed into her inner circle. She felt like Nicole didn't just cross a line, she leapt right over it like it was a track hurdle. Meanwhile, on social media, opinions were split like a messy divorce. Team Nicole, everybody makes mistakes. Why is this still a topic years later? Team Lisa, if you betray your friend, prepare for consequences that last a lifetime. And let's not pretend the Antoine Fuqua situation didn't help Nicole's reputation. It strengthened the narrative some people already believed. Nicole Murphy has a history of getting way too comfortable with married men. To add fuel to the fire, Lela Rochon, Antoine's wife, temporarily deleted her social media after the scandal went public. Fans saw that and felt even more protective. They felt like Lela was suffering while Nicole and Antoine acted like they didn't owe the world, or his wife, any explanation. It turned into a cultural conversation. Why do some people go after taken men? Why blame the woman more than the man? Is Nicole villainized? Or is she just facing the consequences of her choices? And where does Lisa Raye fit in all of this? One thing is clear, Lisa Raye uses every interview, every podcast, every red carpet moment as a reminder that she hasn't forgotten what she says happened. She still brings up Nicole's name because those wounds clearly never healed. Or maybe because she wants justice. Or maybe because being disrespected publicly means she refuses to stay quiet publicly. As for Nicole, she keeps denying everything. She keeps pushing forward. But the shadows of these scandals seem to follow her everywhere. So the feud continues. The tension continues. The public opinions continue. And the question remains, did Nicole just get caught in a complicated situation? Or is the homewrecker label something she brought upon herself? Tell us your thoughts. We need to talk about this. Backhand index pointing down fire. Nicole even went on the Wendy Williams show to defend herself, but Wendy came prepared with receipts. Pictures, rumors, everything. Wendy questioned Nicole about being close to the Fuqua family, which made things even more uncomfortable. When shown a second picture of them kissing, Nicole brushed it off as just a moment, but she clearly struggled to explain. Nicole also said the story about her breaking up Lisa Raye's marriage was completely false, and that Lisa's ex-husband even released a statement clearing her name. But the public didn't seem as focused on that part, and Lisa definitely didn't back down from her version of events. Lisa Raye didn't let Nicole Murphy slide, not even a little. When Nicole went on the Wendy Williams show and tried to twist the narrative, Lisa heard it loud and clear. Nicole said, "I didn't break up Lisa Raye's marriage," and Lisa immediately caught what she was doing. Lisa never said Nicole broke up her marriage. She said Nicole crossed the line with her husband. Big difference. So when Lisa was on the Ricky Smiley morning show, she clapped right back. Nicole tried to play word games on Wendy. "I never said she broke up my marriage, but she sure tried something messy. And if she thinks I'm lying, she can say that to my face." Woman to woman. Lisa ended by saying she was done talking about it, yet somehow the topic kept popping up. In 2020, she brought it up again, and this time her patience was gone. She said Nicole basically called her a liar publicly after the two had already talked privately. Lisa's warning was loud and clear. "Don't make me pull out receipts. I don't want beef, but if you keep speaking on me, it won't be pretty. Let's keep it cool so when I see you, I don't feel like slapping the mess out of you." And that wasn't the last time Lisa revisited the situation. Just a few months ago, on Carlos King's Reality with the King podcast, she opened up even more. First, she revealed that her own mother gave her a red flag years before anything happened. Nicole was dancing at her bachelorette party and Lisa's mom leaned over and said, "You better watch that one right there." But Lisa shrugged it off. She and Nicole were friends, birthday parties together, house visits, everything. She didn't believe the warning until later. Lisa said the friendship fell apart when she checked the passenger list for a private plane heading to Turks and Caicos, her island, and saw Nicole's name on it. Lisa couldn't understand why Nicole would accept a trip invite from her husband without even mentioning it to her. She tried to confront Nicole over the phone. Nicole denied everything, then hung up. Wouldn't return calls. So Lisa reached out to Michael Strahan, who Nicole was dating at the time. He also claimed he had no idea. And that's when Lisa got the proof, a video of Nicole and her husband stepping out of the car together at the private plane runway. Lisa's reaction? Friends don't do that. That's something an enemy would do. To this day, that moment still stings and explains exactly why Lisa Raye refuses to let Nicole's name slide without addressing what she believes really went down. Where Lisa Raye comes from, the south side of Chicago, if a friend crosses you like that, that's a straight-up ass-whooping offense. No second chances. No pretending everything is cool. She says she and Nicole have never made peace, and there's a reason why. Even though Nicole kept denying an affair with Lisa's ex-husband, Lisa says her ex eventually told the truth. According to her, he admitted he and Nicole hooked up 2 or 3 times, and that played a role in their divorce back in 2008. Meanwhile, Nicole's relationship with Michael Strahan didn't work out either. They got engaged in 2009, stayed together for 5 years, and then called it quits in 2014. Life moved on for everyone, except the drama. Because yes, Lisa is still bringing it up. Years later. Like it's breaking news every time she sits down for an interview. And now even fans are like, girl, again. People say the situation has been reheated so many times it's starting to taste stale. And here's where things get messy. Folks are calling Lisa a hypocrite. There were rumors that Lisa had a little fling with NBA star Gary Payton while he was married. Some even claim that wasn't the only time she had questionable entanglements. But Lisa shut that talk down quick. Gary is my boy. That's it. If something happened behind closed doors, only 2 people would know, and I believe in karma. What happened in my marriage wasn't karma. Still, the internet never forgets. Some fans think Lisa pointing fingers while having her own rumors floating around feels a little suspicious. Like, man, how long is Nicole going to live rent-free in your head? At a certain point, the anger starts to look less like justice and more like obsession, especially when everyone else has moved on with their lives. But then again, maybe Lisa's pain is understandable. Nicole wasn't a stranger. She wasn't a random woman at a club. She was someone Lisa laughed with, partied with, trusted enough to invite into her circle. And when betrayal comes from someone you called a friend, that hits different. And some wounds don't fade, especially when the person who hurt you never fully takes accountability. So the question becomes, is Lisa holding a grudge too long? Or is she simply refusing to let her truth be erased? What do you think? Should she finally let it go, or does she have every right to keep speaking on it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Backhand index pointing down fire.